Hello everybody, so I've been away, been off from making videos for 5 days. Lots of people messaged me saying, "Look, where you gone? Where you got?" No one messaged me. Not one single person, because no one does that with my channel, but I do not care about that. But yeah, a while back I asked on my Facebook, you can still go and like that if you want. I asked in there, what would people like me to make a video talking about movies to watch on Netflix. It got a lot of likes, or more likes than other posts have got before. So that's what I'm doing today. I have made this UK first and then US, but I'm also saying stuff that is UK and US. So I'm making this fair. I'm making this fair for all of you. I'm not just making it just one country. It's UK and US. I'm not sure how it works in other countries. If you tell me in other countries, hey, I'd like you to recommend stuff in these countries, and I'll try and find out stuff from that as well. But this is UK and US today, but like I've said, I will say when a movie is on the US and the UK one as well. So I've made it's a mix of comedies, dramas, documentary, animation, horrors, lots, and sci-fi, and lots of different stuff. It goes through all the genres, so not just making it one genre, because there's videos where I speak about just one genre, but this is all going through many different genres. So let's get down to this with the UK first. On the first one here is Spy Hard with Leslie Nielsen. I put this on here because I watched this at a very young age. I remember renting it from the video store, thinking that it was very funny, and now watching when I was growing up, I was like, is this parody going to be as funny to me as it was as a kid? And yep, it still lived up to it. It was still very funny with the things that it did, very silly, and is not a movie to take very seriously. It's just very fun, and very fun parody. And Leslie Nielsen was also always in very funny parodies, except for the Scary Movie 3 that he was in, but he always brought something good to his roles and was very funny in them. Next on the list is Indie Game the movie. This is on UK and US. This is about indie games, where it talks about indie games, then goes mostly into 3 developers, makers of indie games, and is very fun, and I really enjoyed it. It's very nice to see into the indie game industry, and this movie is very interesting with what it does. Next one is Ben Affleck's Gone Baby Gone, starring Casey Affleck. Absolutely incredible thriller drama, very interesting, and really enjoyed it. And for Ben Affleck's first movie, he has directed something really great there, and he went on to direct even greater stuff. Next one is Mysterious Skin, starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt, which is very horrible at times. It is about he's a prostitute, pretty much, but there's some very horrible things in the story there. But it's a good film, very interesting at moments, and just like I've said, there's some horrible scenes in here though, but it's worth checking out. The next one is The Lookout, another film with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. One that I really enjoy is a bank heist with some very different things to it. One scene that really stood out for me when I was watching it, I was like, whoa. Just the scene is like a whoa scene because of how well it's shot and how well it works, but it's a very well shot scene and is a really great film. Next one is The Bridge, which is a documentary about the Golden Gate Bridge and people jumping off of it. Very depressing at moments, quite disturbing as well with what it does, but it's going through the sort of people that have survived, and also people that have been saved, because when you jump off that bridge you just break your leg. People just break their legs straight away, and it's very horrible knowing that sort of stuff. And you see they've actually shot this stuff. There's cameras that are far away and they shoot this stuff, but it's very horrible. But it's a very interesting documentary that is very worth checking out. The next one is Down Terrace, Ben Wheatley's Down Terrace, which is sort of a gangster film, but with a different take, with comedy. But it's really great, very funny at moments, very dark, but really well done, and a very good first movie for Ben Wheatley. Next one is Zombieland. Yes, I've put some quite mainstream movies in here, but it's just I thought people will sometimes want to watch this stuff, so I was going through stuff that I had watched, and I thought stuff that would interest people and things. Zombieland, if you want to see a good comedy with great cameos, with Woody Harrelson, and just very fun, then check it out. It's not the best zombie movie. Everyone thinks it's the best zombie movie, but it's still a very high up zombie movie for me. Rumble in the Bronx is the next one with Jackie Chan, who does all his own stunts. He's absolutely incredible. He broke his foot while doing this film and still carried on doing the stunts with like a cast over his leg, and such a great movie. Next one is Crank 2, High Voltage. Crank 1, I think you can watch Crank 2 pretty much without seeing Crank 1, because Crank 2 sort of starts up with showing you the ending of Crank 1 and then carries on. So, but Crank 2 is very, very crazy, very, very fun, and one of Jason Statham's best movies. Next one is Chopper with Eric Bana. Very interesting. It's all about a criminal, based on the real criminal who was in prison. Some very violent things, some very dark things, but one of my favourite movies, and just really, really great. And if you've not seen it, it's a very, very good Australian movie. Next one is Old Boy, not the remake. This is on UK and US, but in the original, one of my favourite movies, an excellent, excellent revenge film, and one of the best movies in the Vengeance trilogy. If you've seen the Vengeance trilogy, watch the Vengeance trilogy. I'm not sure if that's on Netflix. I think they may be, but yeah, this is on. Old Boy is on UK and US. If you've never seen this, then definitely do watch it. The next one is Seven Psychopaths. I forgot the name of the director, but I've put two of his movies in this list. Seven Psychopaths is a very funny comedy with Colin Farrell and Sam Rockwell, and just really, really great. And if you've not seen it, it's incredibly funny, very over the top, and really well done. And I loved it when I saw it in the cinemas, and I still love it now. Next one is Battle Royale, another one of my favourite films with movies. If you've not seen Battle Royale, this is great. This Hunger Games pretty much stole from this. The first Hunger Games film, the books pretty much stole the idea, but they went away with it with the other books. But Battle Royale is very dark. It's of the kids having to kill kids on this island. But it's very interesting, very violent, but one of my favourite movies. It's just so well written, so very well done. The books are very well written. I was recently got the remastered version of the book and reading it, and then the film did some very, very great stuff. Next one, I'm talking really badly with this stuff today, but I didn't want to make this too long. I just want to sort of get through this stuff quite quickly, but I still want to talk about why I enjoy it and why I think you should watch it. Next one is Starship Troopers. Is it Paul Verhoeven? I forgot the director's name. But he did Robocop and stuff. Starship Troopers is very satire. It's a great movie. Very good sci-fi alien movie. It's just very, very fun and great. And there's very many things that this movie pokes at, but it's really, really great with what it does. Next one is Toy Story 3. I think the next few are animations or kids films. Toy Story 3. One of the best in the trilogy. I think it is the best in the trilogy, but just with everything that it did, it was really, really great. Beautiful animation, once again from Pixar. Very, very funny, and a whole lot of fun. Next one is Rango with Johnny Depp. This film is just an animation western kids movie with a chameleon as the main character. I absolutely love this. It looks absolutely beautiful when watching on Blu-ray, and if you can watch it in high definition or whatever. The fur stands out on all the animals, and the animation of this is absolutely amazing, and I highly, highly suggest that you check it out. The next one is The Muppets from 2011. I think there's many of the other Muppets movies on there, so still watch those because they're always a bit of fun as well, but I really did love this. It was very self-aware, it was a whole lot of fun, and I thought it was great. Next one is Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. A few years back, I was sick for a whole day, and I was quite low and stuff, and I was like, I saw this on there, and this movie just cheered me up. And when I was a kid, I didn't understand some of the jokes in it, but when you watch it now, you're like, hey, there's many, many adult jokes in this movie that kids wouldn't get, that would just go straight over your head. But Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius is just a whole lot of fun. And the final one for UK is Cloudy with a Chance. I don't know what that was with my hands. Sorry, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I just love this, done by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, who recently did the Lego Movie and 21 Jump Street. They write excellent comedy, very self-aware comedy. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, self-aware animation, very, very funny comedy, and just a whole lot of fun, and I never get bored of it. And the second one is pretty fun as well, and that is on US US one. It's not on the UK one yet, but it probably will be very soon. Next one, well, no, not next one. We are on to US now, and once again, I will say when stuff is on UK as well. So first we have In Bruges, which is done by the same director of Seven Psychopaths. Very, very funny comedy again. One of the best comedies that I've seen in a long, long time. I only got around to watching at the end of last year, and I don't know why I'd left it that long, because this film is absolutely hilarious. Very, very dark, but very well done. Colin Farrell is absolutely brilliant in it. Well, I forgot the other guy's name. Everyone's brilliant in it. Ralph Fiennes as well is absolutely hilarious. There's one moment in it that has me laughing so much, and just the script is brilliant. It's hilarious, and I highly suggest you check it out. Next one is Memento, directed by Christopher Nolan, which is just a very dark. You can watch this film or you can watch it backwards and forwards, but it is about a man who has lost his memory, and every time he tattoos to try and remember stuff. But it's a very, very interesting movie. That it's sort of, the way that it's done is very interesting, because it's sort of hard to understand at moments. But that's what I like about Christopher Nolan's movies, because he makes this stuff that is hard to understand at moments, but ones that really, really do work. And when you get everything into your mind, you're like, this is absolutely incredible. Memento, to me, is one of Christopher Nolan's best movies. Next one is Good Burger. If you just want to have fun and watch a movie that is just ridiculous, but is very funny and self-aware with what it does. I think as a kid I didn't sort of think it was very self-aware, but now when I watch it I'm like, yeah, this is pretty self-aware, and this is something you don't need to take serious. This is a movie that is very nostalgic to people now. It's Keenan and Kel, but they're not friends in the movie, and then things like, they're not actually Keenan and Kel in the movie, but they pitched it like that. People thinking, hey, it's Keenan and Kel being in this movie, but it's something very different. Well, it's different characters, but it's still very fun, and I do really love it. Next one is Sleep Walk With Me. Oh, I forgot the guy's name. Done by Mike Birbiglia. I can't pronounce his name properly, but yeah, this is about a guy who does stand up, but he sleepwalks, but he does very crazy things in his sleepwalking. This is one of the best comedies that I've seen in a long time, and I really, really do love it, and thought it was just a whole lot of fun. Next one is James and the Giant Peach. Incredible stop motion, just a whole lot of fun, absolutely beautiful, and I hadn't seen this in years, and I watched it again recently, and it's just, I still don't get bored of it. It's still so nice and beautiful, and just a very heartwarming movie to watch. The next one is The Stuff, just a crazy, very, very over-the-top horror about ice cream that changes people into something very crazy, but this is just fun, crazy B-movie horror, and if you just want something to just sit down, watch, have fun, then The Stuff is the one to watch. Next one is an extremely goofy movie, the sequel to a goofy movie. An extremely goofy movie has one of the most self-aware moments that I have ever seen in a Disney movie, with something talking about their hands, and I was just like, what? Did they really just say that line? So yeah, an extremely goofy movie. It is a pretty fun sequel, and see the character Goofy. It's straight to DVD, but it's still very fun. I still really do like it. Next one is Blue Valentine, the best rom-com. This will leave you so very sad and low, but it's an absolutely brilliant film done by Derek Cianfrance, who did The Place Beyond the Planets. I really, really do like his films, and this is some really great filmmaking. Don't pick this as a date movie, because you're going to be crying at the end, and it's a very big downfall of this, but definitely do check it out. Next one is Doomsday Book, which is an anthology movie. Kim Ji-won, who also did I Saw the Devil, and The Best Way of Life, and Good, the Bad, and the Weird, and Tower of Two Sisters. Yeah, it's an anthology movie, but it's very, very interesting anthology movie with a robot story. It's a very weird story, but it's really, really great. A very good anthology movie. If you're interested in anthology movies, then suggest checking this out. Next one is The American Scream, a documentary about people that, it's a Halloween night, but they set up their houses into like haunted houses, sort of those type of things, like attractions that people walk through. There's a father and son relationship that is absolutely hilarious, and I think those guys should just get a TV show of them doing that stuff, because the father and son relationship was so great. This is on US and UK, but it's a really great documentary, and if you like Halloween, this will just fill your heart with the feeling of Halloween and stuff, but it's really great. Next one is Ping Pong Player. I was going through stuff that I'd watched, and this is something that I was like, yeah, I enjoyed that. It's a very silly comedy about ping pong, but a very fun comedy about ping pong, and like a relationship between these characters that really works, and I really enjoyed it. Next one is Being Elmo. US and UK is on there. There's one really sad moment of this, but it's of the guy of Kevin, I forgot his whole name, but the guy that was Elmo, not anymore, which is very sad what happened there with that. But yeah, he was the guy that controlled Elmo, was the voice of Elmo. It's a really nice documentary, and I suggest that you check it out. Next one is Kidnapped, which is a very dark home invasion movie, which had one moment in it that I wasn't expecting. That sort of made me squirm, because it just was something that I really wasn't expecting in there, and it took me by surprise. So that's why I really enjoy it. That's why I'm recommending it, because there might be that moment that takes you by surprise in it. Next one is Best Worst Movie. It's on the US and UK Netflix. Also Netflix is a video about best movies to watch on Netflix. This is about Troll 2, a documentary about Troll 2, the actors, them hunting down the actors, them doing all these conventions and screenings to people. It's very fun to see how the movie was done and how the actors feel about the movie, and I'd suggest if you like Troll 2, then you'll like this. Next one is Life in a Day, where people put on stuff on YouTube, and it was, even if it's a 3-second clip, it's showing people's days. There's some really horrible things in this that I wasn't expecting, but it's showing people's lives and days, and it's the things that you have to see. The dark things, the happy things, just think the laughable things. There's many different things in here, and it's a great it's a documentary, but seeing it through the views of many different people all over the world, and it's really interesting. Next one is Turtle: The Incredible Journey, a documentary that follows a turtle on its journey from a baby to its grown up. It's really nice, and I suggest you check that out. Next one is Grabbers, which is an Irish I saw this at Fright Fest, and I did enjoy it, and then on a second watch I enjoyed it even more. Grabbers is really fun. Sort of alien creature feature with some cool effects in there, and some fun moments, and some sort of homage to other movies, but it's really fun. Next one is Enter the Void, done by Gaspar Noé, one of my favourite directors who did Irreversible as well. I think that may be on Netflix as well, but Enter the Void is a complete trip. It is seeing through the eyes of this guy who something goes wrong when he's delivering some drugs, and then it's an out-of-body experience, but it's beautifully filmed. This might be a bit long to people, but it's very interesting, and just an absolutely incredible movie. Next one is A Touch of Sin. I saw this in the cinema this year. It's sort of random acts of violence through different stories, but it's really interesting and beautifully shot, and just really surprised me, because I went in quite blind to it and was very surprised at it, and just really enjoyed it. So yeah, A Touch of Sin is I don't want to say that it's Korean and then mess it up, because no, it's Cantonese. It's not Korean. That's what it's Chinese. Yeah, Chinese and Cantonese, because Cantonese is, and there's Mandarin and Cantonese, and a bit of English in there as well. But it's very interesting. So that is my movies to watch on Netflix. This may be a series now. If you like these, then say in the comments down below. If you'd like to see a second video, then say in the comments down below. And if you'd like me to talk about stuff that's on Netflix, say in the comments down below. This is the last video that I'm making before Fright Fest starts. Fright Fest starts tomorrow, so like I did last year, there's going to be reviews from Fright Fest, and like I did in 2012, I filmed videos every day, and I'm a bit more confident from when I filmed in 2012. I did these awkward videos of the camera in front of me, really awkwardly, and like this, and then the most awkward thing that's in one of the videos is Simon Pegg walked past me. What did I do? I didn't even speak to. I was on the phone at one point. He looked straight at me, and I had a book in my bag with him on the front cover. What did I do? I walked up to him, and held the camera like that close to his face. I'm like, well, there's a video of that. So yeah, I'm going to bet this year. I'm going to film. I'm going to talk to friends, be like, what are you excited for at Fright Fest? So look forward to Fright Fest videos and my Fright Fest reviews. Like, I did 2 reviews last year on my most viewed videos. So I'm excited to do these videos because I'm sorry that I took a few days off and stuff because I got a bit low and I didn't really feel like doing YouTube, and I almost felt like quitting. But I got my enthusiasm back today and was like, nope, not quitting, Luke. You enjoy this. You enjoy making these videos. They are fun. You enjoy making them for yourself, and you enjoy making them for people that watch them. And also, and I'm doing this video, but Best New Horrors will be next week. Best New Horrors Part 3 will be next week. So if you want to request stuff to see in that video as well, that you think I might have missed out in the other videos, say down below. I'm talking for too long now, but I hope you enjoyed this, and I shall see you tomorrow. And for the next few days, I'm going to get a lot of Fright Fest videos out. I'm sorry if I bombard you with that, but that's how it's going to be. It's my channel. I'll do what I want. Sorry. Thank you very much. Goodbye.